Hello and warm welcome to all of you. So very good morning students and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to start with a new topic and students kindly pay attention in this video because this topic is very important from the point of view of your exams, concept, and yet this is a very interesting topic. This requires too much of attention and thinking capacities. So before wasting our further time students, let's jump to our main topic. So today we are going to discuss and study about different things that we see, that we observe. Fine. So before wasting any further time students, I have pasted here few images. Now you tell me, think, where do you find all these images? Okay, these are animals, so they are found in the zoo. Fine students. What about school? Where do you find school? In your neighborhood? Yes, in your locality. Now these are okay group of people. They can be your family. Yes, they can be family or not. Fine. Now this is in hospital. Now it is also found in your society or in your neighborhood. Now this is a factory. Where can we find factories? Somewhere in outskirts of the city or somewhere in the highways and somewhere which are where the city ends and then highways start, and then we can also see such factories in villages, near villages, like where the population is little bit less, then only where can we can find students. Now what is this? This image is representing mountains, so that is nature, beauty of nature. Yes, this is also found when we go on a road trip and when we look at the beautiful nature that we have around us. Yes, and the last image that shows us is about a river. Now this is also found in our nature society. This is beauty of India or beauty of nature. Yes, so now students, think that where do we find such variety of things? So what are these variety of things known as? We find zoo, we find animals in the nature, then we find school in our neighborhood society, then we find group of family who is living in our home or maybe our friends family, then we can see hospitals, factories, nature, river, mountains. So where do we find these? Where do you see these particular pictures? Maybe in the society. Yes, society. Can we say that? Yes, we see them in the society. Now, where do we see all these? Now, all these are not seen in the society. We cannot see factories in the society. We cannot see zoo in the society. Can we see a river that is flowing in the society? No. But yes, they are a part of our society. They are found in nature. Yes. Now, what are all these things collectively called? Now, whenever we are talking of so many things that are found in different areas, different parts of a society, so what are these collectively known as? Society plus nature is equal to, can we say environment? Yes. Like students now think how they are becoming environment, because it is a combination of society plus a combination of nature. Now both things are man-made and both things are naturally, so they are forming environment. Now last question, why are all these things important to us? So students, in the previous images we saw animals, also we saw factories, rivers, mountains, schools, hospitals and families. So now think इसकी importance क्या है हमारे life में? Why are these things important to us? Let's start from animals and zoos. What is the importance of animals? If there are no animals, whom are we going to keep them as pet animals? Whom are we going to see and watch in the zoo? Right? How will the balance of the nature be maintained if there are no animals? So all these things need to be taken into consideration. Now similarly, if there is no hospital and someone falls sick, someone is ill, so where will that person go if there is no hospital around this? So definitely all things hold their own important values, and we should understand the values of those things, and then we should collectively, we know, call them as nature, environment. So now students, there's a 2-second activity for you. Kindly pause this video and see, look here and there, what do you see around you? I mean outside of your house also and inside also. Okay? Both the things. It should be outside and it should be inside. I'll start with myself. Now when I'm looking inside my house, I can see books, I can see pen. Fine, I can see my laptop, I can see my charger, I can see fruits, I can see water. But when I'm looking outside my house, I can see trees, streets, houses, people are roaming on their vehicles, people are playing in the playground. So sab kuch collectively, whenever we are in, having them as a collective thing, so they are known as environment. So whatever we are going to study today, so students, our today's topic is all about environment. Fine. Now let's see, how does the word environment comes from. The word environment is derived from the old French word means environner. Now this environment is not English word, it is derived from this French word, and this French word environment means to neighborhood. So whenever we say environment, we are not only thinking about the forest, lakes and society. We are also referring to it to as neighborhood. People who are staying in the neighborhood, our friends, our family, parks in a neighborhood. So these things are collectively known as environment. Now, if there is no environment, for example, if there are no parks, no restaurants, like no zoos, then where will you go and spend your time? Where will you go for recreation activities? You need some area. So for that, environment is a basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe and the water we drink. Now, what does environment provide us? It also provides the air. Why? Because it is having trees. Environment consists of trees. They provide us oxygen and we inhale it as air. Environment also provides us water, because there are rivers and then water is collected from the rivers, and then the cleaning process takes place. So this is the importance of environment. Then whatever food we eat, the grains, the vegetables, the fruits, they are grown on trees, farming is done, so it is in an environment. घर के अंदर तो कोई भी नहीं करता है. And the land where we live. So wherever our houses are constructed, yes, houses are constructed, that is the land, and it is a part of environment. Yes or no, students? Yes. So like plants, animals, river and roads, all these things together, when we combine, it becomes an environment. For example, I am a human being. So I am not only human being, but also I am a part of our environment. Now you are students, you're not only students in a school, but despite being students in a school, you also are a part of a beautiful environment, beautiful society that is surrounded by us. So I hope you are clear with all this concept. Environment can be of two types. Now, till now we have studied that what is environment, that things that we see around us inside a house and outside a house are known as environment. Now you must be wondering, environment is only made by man. Buildings are made by man, zoos are made by man. Yes. So vehicles are made by man, schools are made by man. So environment जो भी हम देख रहे, that is only man made. But no, students, environment falls in the categories of two subdivisions. So we have natural environment and we have man-made environment. So environment falls under the two categories. Yes. Now, what is natural and what is man-made environment? Now think, natural क्या होता है and man-made क्या होता है? Think. What is natural? What is man-made? Now think, what are the things that are made by man? Pause this video for a few seconds and then think that what are the things that are made by man? Okay, what are the things that are naturally जिसमें man का कोई role नहीं है? Man has no power, no role in making all those things. Like this is an example of volcano. Yes, volcano. Is it man-made? Has anybody made it? Trees. Are trees made by man? Yes. Is earth made by man? Your house is made by man? Yes. So now you understood the concept. What is man-made and what is natural? So environment consists of two things. Whenever there is a fusion, that matlab ki iska, whenever there is equal fusion of natural things and man-made things, that together come into consideration, and that is collectively known as environment. Now I hope the concept is clear to all of you. Now, this is an activity time for all of you students. Now you need to make a list. What do you observe outside the classroom, but in the school premises? Think. Outside the classroom, you must see canteen, playground, washroom. What else? Now think, you are a school student, you are studying in class 7. When you go and see what is there outside the classroom, what do you see? Boys and girls, that means your classmates. Yes. So now students, okay, you may also see school buses, fine, that are standing outside your school gate. Okay, motor vehicles, vans, cars. What else? You see trees, you see plants. Yes. So now students, out of these are the things that are seen outside the classroom. Now think and tell me what is made by man. Canteen is made by man. ऐसे तो नहीं कि वो natural बन गया था. So this is man-made. Playground is made by man. It is man-made. Toilet is also constructed. Man-made. Now boys and girls are human beings. Yes, they are human beings. Now buses are made by man because they are manufactured and constructed. Now trees, are they made by man? किसी ने कभी tree को बनाया है? Yes, definitely we plant the seed and that grows into a sapling. But no, we don't make trees that are natural. Plants are natural. So see students, out of all these things which we discussed just now, think how many things are natural and how many things are made by man. So this is the importance of man-made and natural environments. Now, so further we have already discussed about what all we know about environment. It comes from the French word means environner, that means neighborhood. Now we will be discussing one by one that what are the types of environment. We already bifurcated the environment into two types, that is natural and man-made. Now let's suppose natural environment. Now trees, forest, ecosystem, rivers, lakes, oceans, जो इंसान ने बनाया ही नहीं है, which is not being made by man, man has no role and control over it, that is natural, because always keep in mind it is naturally created. Can you see this image? What do you think? Is the role of man, there is a role of man in this image? No, it's naturally created because it's a natural beauty. It's the beauty of a beautiful environment. But let's come down to the images that are made by man-made. Now students, if you must have visited Dubai, or you must have seen in various movies that Shah Rukh Khan has a home in this Dubai area, and this is created by an engineer. It is looking like it is there in the water, but all the design, each and everything is created by an engineer. So this is a man-made thing. Yes, naturally ये नहीं बना. This shape, this beautification is not done naturally. It is made by man. So man has proper control and power on it. Fine. Now let's look at this image. This is a building, a very tall building. Yes. Now is this naturally built? Natural कैसे बन जाएगा? How will it get products naturally? No. People have to work on this building. People have to work day and night in order to construct the building. Wherever there is involvement of people, that things become man-made. Fine, students? Now, who made them? Let's discuss one by one. What do we mean by it? Now, who made them? Now, these are animals. इनको किसी इंसान ने बनाया? Are they constructed? Are they reproduced? Are they made? No, they were naturally found. So these are natural in nature because they are naturally found. Now, who made the school? Now this is a school. Who made it? It is constructed by an architect. It is constructed by a person. So yes. So now who made the school? Is it made by naturally? अपने आप बन गया? No, this was constructed by engineers, by architects. Fine. So this is man-made. Now, who made a teacher? Natural? No. Man-made? So this is man-made. Now, in order to make a teacher, you need to teach him, educate him, learn him. So there is process of human involvement and interference. Fine, students? Now, let's compare and discuss one by one that why at times do you feel that there are people involving when actually there are not, and why do it thinks that it is natural but there are people involved in it. So let's discuss. Now first of all, ecosystem. Students, what do you know by ecosystem? You must have studied so many times in a social science class as well, in a geography class, that ecosystem means it is a natural system. Now ecosystem can also be of two types. It can be artificial and it can be man-made. Now ecosystem is of, like, suppose this is an ecosystem, whatever we are seeing in this image. Now how this is natural? See, carefully observe that we can see deers, then we can see plants, then we can also see sun and some birds over here. We can see river, we can see lotus flower, fish under the sea. When we can see butterflies, then we can see log. So all these are natural. Now grasses are growing on the both sides. Fine, students. We can also see frog. We can also see squirrel. So this is naturally. इसमें इंसान का, man का, there has got no role, power and interference. This is naturally made. Now this image where we can see, now this image is natural or man-made? Let's discuss. Now we can see there are so many beautiful trees, then these are mountains, now this is a sea and a river. So is this made by man or natural? Natural, definitely natural. Now let's come and talk about things that are made by man. Now these are cup, wool, cup, okay, leaves, whereas leaves are natural, but the things such as cup is man-made. Pebbles, stone, they are not man-made, they are natural. Fine. Buildings, that is man-made. Trees, which we can see, that is natural. Cloud, that is man-made or natural? That is natural. Fine. Now on the fourth picture, students, we can see that it looks like a garden. So many flowers, so many plants, trees are there. We can also see coconut trees. So what do you think? This looks like a mini forest. So is it natural or man-made? It is man-made. Now why it is man-made? Why? What causes it to be man-made? It is looking so beautiful, but because it is so beautiful, we can see that people have beautified it. They have made designs and all these things, but when it is artificial, it is grown artificially. There is no specific shape and size. Okay, it can grow in all directions. So this is the example of man-made and artificial. Now let's discuss one by one. Now artificial environment refers to the natural biotic and abiotic components of the environment. They are naturally occurring. For example, pond, lake, grassland. These are natural. There is no, like, man has got no interference in it. pond natural बनता है, lake and grasslands are naturally, whereas on the other hand side man-made, which has got role interference of man, it environments are the artificially made environments made by man resembling natural environment. For example, fish tanks which are created by man and they resemble natural aquatic reservoirs. Now, fish tanks means जो tank है उसमें बहुत सारे fishes है. That is, I know that is made by man. Okay. Now you must be thinking, but it is in a limited area, in a limited space. Suppose this is a fish tank and it has got fishes in it. Now it will look like here are trees, then थोड़े से plants हो जाएंगे, then there will be oxygen dispenser over here. But fish tanks are created by man and they resemble natural aquatic reservoirs. So जैसे ही हम aquarium देखते हैं वो same natural देखने में वैसे ही होता है, but उसकी बहुत बड़ी infinite space होती है. Fine students. Now let's complete an activity. This activity will help us to know how far you have understood the things clearly. Now we have discussed about two different resources, man-made and natural. So you need to identify natural resources and you need to identify man-made resources from the given. Now three apples. There are apples, so they are natural resources. Umbrella, that is man-made because it is manufactured in companies. Now oranges, again natural. Broom, man-made. Frog, natural. Leaves, natural. Mushroom, natural. Scissors, man-made. Spoon, man-made. So now I hope the concept is clear to all of you that what is the difference between natural environment and man-made. Yes. So now we shall discuss about the components and three different sides of environment. Now components of environment include natural, human-made and human. So these three are living in nature and that is known as perfect neighborhood. Now let's discuss one by one what is natural. Water is found naturally, students. It wasn't created. Similarly, air is natural, land and living things that are there in forest and ecosystem are natural. Fine. Now, when it comes to human, individual is human, family consists of humans, community, religion, education, economic and India. This is human. Now, industries, monuments, roads, bridges, ये सब, all these are made artificially. Construction is done, so that is why it is human made. So all these things when they are grouped together, when they are constituted together, they are made of environment. Now, so components of environment is now the concept is clear to you. What is man-made, what is natural and what are human-made. Now human-made political, economic, education things will also come because it is consumed by the human, not by the religion and by the community. Now, components of environment. Main component of environment is divided into three parts: natural, human-made and humans. Now, natural are land which is natural, water natural, air natural, plants and animals natural. They comprise the natural environment. That means humans and human-made has got no role, no rule and regulation in it. Whereas in human-made we can see buildings, roads, industries and bridges. These are constructed with the help of sand, labor, engineers, architects. It requires man force and hard work. So this is human made. Now human beings also take place in environment. उनके भी कुछ स्थान होता है, उनका भी कुछ जगह होता है. So that human environment is concerned with people who live in different environments and their activities and environmental features are created. For example, individual as a single person, family as a whole and educational. Now educational can come under school. Yes, because too many people are studying in the schools, they all are humans. Now before we proceed further students, let's discuss some questions. Do we consider only natural things as a part of an environment? Then where will other things go? Where will other things go? So now where will buildings go? Are buildings made by man? They are not natural. So are they not a part of environment? Definitely they are. So the correct answer is false. Which is human made environment? Human ने बनाया है. Mountain, road or sea? Road अपने से बनी हुई थी? No. Road is made by man, whereas mountain and sea are made by humans. Environner means, it was a French word. What does it mean? We have already discussed in the starting of the class, students. It means neighborhood. Environment is a basic life support system. Without environment, can we survive? Without the components of the environment, can we survive? Definitely not. So this is the correct answer. Fine. Now, there's a little activity time for all of you students. Kindly pause this video and then tell me which is the correct answer. Now, am I natural and am I environment? Man-made. Select the correct answer. ये घर किसने बनाया? इंसान ने. So this is man-made. This is a very beautiful scenery located in Japan, located in Vancouver. Man-made or natural? Natural. Is this natural or man-made? Trees and forest. Natural. Buildings. Are they created or are they naturally? It is man-made. Fine. I hope till now the concept is clear to all of you. So there is a small activity for all of you students. You need to make a separate list of components of environment. So we have studied 3 different components of environment. And what are these? They are natural, they are humans, and they are human made. So you need to make a separate list of these components of the environment. Okay, and you need to mention why they fall in the category of human made and natural. Now students, so let's recapitulate our today's lesson. So this video was all about environment. Our environment is constituted of natural and man-made. Now students, today we have learned about environments, its components, and the process by which things are made. Now, what do you mean by man-made environment? The simple answer for this is man-made environment refers to that environment that is made by the man. It has its efforts, uses, labor is done, energy is applied, now construction is done. It is not natural. Man has to make with the help of process. So this is man-made environment. What are the components of environment? There are 3 different components of environment: natural, humans, and human made. So I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Now, before we end our today's topic, there's a homework for all of you. What do you mean by natural environment? You need to write at least 50 words on this and define environment in your own words. Again, you have to write about this. So students, I hope the concept of environment around us, natural and man-made, and the different components, what is made by whom, which interference is more and less, you can define now in your own words. So I hope you have understood the topic very well. So that's all from my side, students. I hope you liked this video and enjoyed the video. Now if you have any question, any doubts and queries regarding this video, kindly please feel free to comment in the chat box. I'll try to respond to each and every one of your queries. Till then, goodbye, take care, keep learning, keep enjoying and studying, because you need to work hard and get good and better grades in exam. So all the best, very students. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.